Today, I'm going to be creating a game for Game Jam. I'm not really going to have a timeline or a time limit. I mean, the Game Jam says 3 days, but I mean, what's most likely going to happen is I'm not going to finish it. So, this video is probably not this clip right here is probably not even going to make it to the internet, ironically. So, yeah, let's see how we do. So, for the game, it's a there was a game jam I want to join, and I had an idea where it's called a quad mage. It's called quad mage, and the idea is you have four. It's kind of like Slay the Spire. If you know what that game is, it is where you have cards at the bottom, and you can kind of play spells with mana. Well, imagine taking that, but instead of having your mana be, there's a couple rules different to this game. Instead of having kind of a deck of cards that you draw from and then you play those cards, instead this game would have kind of spell slots, like a spell book, where you have four spell slots, and then you can play those spell slots, depending on depending on its position, and you can summon a spell for a certain amount of mana, basically. And in this game, instead of having a kind of an instant speed effect, kind of like it happens once and then it goes away, you will have spells that kind of take multiple turns, basically. And they can and that would make it so oh, well, it takes 7 turns to go off or something. It takes 7 turns, you have to wait 7 turns to get that effect. But in this game, instead it would be you have to wait 7 turns, but it also, whenever you play a spell, it will speed it up by 1 turn. So you want to play spells, and then that would be a way to synergize with it. And that's more interesting than in Slay the Spire, where you just play. I mean, it's kind of just you build around a common mechanic like shielding, which is also going to be in the game, where you can defend from enemies and they have HP. So basically this is a Slay the Spire clone, but not Slay the Spire clone. Well, it has a unique twist to it, where instead of having a deck, we have just a spell slot. So yeah, let's see how I do. So today I'm going to be creating this game, which is a game jam for Cardio's game jam. This is where I got the inspiration, where it has the game jam or the theme is without the main mechanic. Now this is an interesting theme because I just was well, why don't I just take Slay the Spire but not have a deck? And that was where I got the inspiration for this game. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be making. So yeah. So currently, I have a very basic version of the game. How it works is you have this little card right here, and if you click on it, you spend 1 mana and you get a spell. Now what this spell does is it does 2 damage to your opponents. So how it's going to work is there's going to be monsters up here, but I haven't coded that yet because I'm barely just making this game. So you also see this like little one right here. That's to represent how much time it takes to kind of load it. So it's basically an additional cost. You have to wait one turn. How you do that is by waiting one turn. And when you wait, it goes down by one. So now you can deal 2 damage to your opponent next turn, or this turn. But obviously I haven't coded any monsters. I haven't coded a way to reset the turn. I haven't coded more spell slots, because this is called Quad Mage. You're supposed to have 4 of these, and I have only like 1 of them. So it's a very basic game right now. So yeah, that's how it's working, and I'm just trying to get more done. I'll see you in the next update. So, currently, I have a decent amount of the coding done for the game. I just finished the monster, which was actually a lot of work because you have to make the variables for each of the monsters. So you have attack power, attack speed, and its HP. You also have to have its health and its animations and its like placement, so you can actually target it with like a bolt or something. And so it's just a really hard game to like code overall. But I also made it so that like these spells work. So like you can select target and then it will deal 2 damage to that target. And then if you get it down to 0 health, it just dies, which is really cool. I also made the game look a lot nicer with like a bunch of graphics and stuff from the last time I was creating it. I also just enjoy this like art style. Now one thing I might do is I might change the art. That is kind of iffy for me. I might do like pixel art or something, or I might do other type of art. I don't know. It's really just a kind of just trying to get it done, honestly. So that's probably going to be the end of the video for day 1. I still have day 2 and day 3 left to complete this game. See ya.